Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play XCOM Terror from the Deep. I've got a minor apology to make. I feel that I haven't done a very good job in this Let's Play. I've made mistakes. I've resorted in some instances to doing save state reloading, which I didn't want to do. But let me just say one thing, this game is tough. I never said I was a master, I never said I'd do this game perfectly. I had to use whatever I could to save the Earth. As you can see, a few months have passed. We are losing the battle. We have a lot of alien bases around Europe. The USA we lost. We just lost the Euro Syndicate, Egyptian Cartel, Scandinavia went ages ago, and the Icelandic Union. We've still got a good bit of money coming in though from the rest of our people, but we are losing this fight. I've been unable to even establish any new bases, because these three here, I don't know what they're doing, but they keep managing to launch a raiding party against Europa, even though Europa has an MC generator. Every about 10 days we get assaulted. Now what I'm going to show you first is the Ufopedia, the things that you haven't seen. Ghost cannon, basically it's like the laser gun, laser cannon from Enemy Unknown. We researched that now. We've seen that. Now that's quite a good actual weapon, that. It's basically the first extra or first improved tank you get, and it's got a ghost beam with a power of 120. Now obviously we've seen the Sonic before. Now displacer PWT we haven't seen, pulse wave torpedoes. Very powerful, basically like a blaster launcher, but not that useful. It's powerful, but not that useful. We've seen those before. Now, I don't think we've seen the particle disturbance sensor, but you can, if you played Enemy Unknown, you'll know what it is. It's basically a scanner. It can detect if something's moved recently in the area, help you track down those last few aliens. Right, now these are the vibroblades that, thinking back, I should have introduced these earlier. Vibroblade, it's an armor-piercing melee weapon, very powerful. The first one in the XCOM series to actually be a melee weapon other than the stun rod and thermal taser. That's the improved version, the thermic lance. And then finally, the heavy thermic lance. Now that is the weapon I wait out for, because 150 armor piercing is impressive. We've seen the sonic cannons, seen the sonic blasters. That's the thermal shock launcher, basically a stun gun. Sonic pulsar is the grenade, the alien grenade that is. Now I think there's quite a bit of extra stuff I need to show you in a minute. Oh yeah, ghost defences, we can build them now. Sonic defences, we can build them. Or PWT defences, which are easily the best. Defense value 1200, hit ratio 80. Very, very useful. Bombardment shield, it basically allows your base defences to fire twice. We've seen the MC generator, we've seen the MC lab, we've seen that, we've seen that. I'm just going to go through these slowly, folks, because this basically gives you a bit of information on every race. So the Aquatoids are the equivalent of the Sectoids. They are kind of a mid-level race, although their commanders and squad leaders actually have MC abilities. Have a read about that if you want to, folks. Gillman, we've read that one previously. Lobsterman. Tassoth. Now, I don't think we'd researched them before. Basically, they're wearing diving suits of drowned mariners, because that's what's actually inside them. Weird blob things. We've talked about the deep ones previously. Now, the biodrone is something that I haven't fought very often. The biodrone has been involved in quite a few Tathos assaults on our Europa base. They've been very, very destructive, but we managed to cut them down. That's actually a brain, obviously, human or alien. And when you kill that thing, it actually explodes just like the cyberdisk used to. You can actually see where they are though, because they actually burn the ground when they're moving. And that's the autopsy, obviously, of the biodrone. Horrible beings, them. Tentaclat. I know that's not how you pronounce it, but I've been pronouncing it for the rest of the game, so... we haven't managed to capture a hallucinoid live one. Or a live Tsar squid. We've read that one, read that one, read that one. Now these are some of the things, like alien probe missions, alien infiltration. You get these parts of research by capturing squad leaders. Now because many of the assault teams that have been trying to take out Europa have actually consisted of mainly people armed with stun guns. So they're obviously trying to get some of our soldiers back, I don't know why, trying to get some live enemies, live humans. And so I managed to research every single type of mission we can get, I think. So alien probe mission, it's basically like scouting out. Alien interdiction, that's the next level when they're actually increasing their activity in the area. Alien resource, that's where sort of attacking either mining or minerals, any other thing they need really. Alien infiltration, we know about that one. Alien infiltration is when they try and take out a funding government or corporation. Alien colony, we know about that one. It's when they're trying to establish a colony in an area. That's I hate that line. Civilians will be directly threatened to fulfill the perverse breeding needs. Sounds horrible. Basically that's civilian attacks. And floating base attacks, that's what's been happening to us. That's when they actually come directly to attack our bases, if we've been quite successful in taking their subs down. That's how they supply the bases. We've looked at those before. Oh no, we haven't seen some of these. So, alien cryogenics. These aliens have been asleep under the ocean for 60 million years, some of them. Alien cloning, that's how there's almost a huge number of aliens, and why we can't seem to kill them all, because basically they can clone themselves. And what they do is they download information needed straight into the clones through the alien learning arrays. Alien implanter, that implants any of the aliens with a MC chip. We looked at that. Got a bit of information about some of the other ships. We've got survey ships, those are very, very weak. Still fairly weak. Fairly weak. That's when it starts getting a bit dangerous. The Dreadnought's the big Bertha though. I think we've looked at all these ones before. And that's it, folks. Now what I'm also going to show you is I've done extensive leveling up of my team. I didn't think we were that strong. We weren't strong enough. Now Rodrigo, as you can see, has got an MC. Well, he's basically our second best, or one. In fact, probably joint top MC person. Now everyone in... He's really good as well, Matthew Greer. Now everyone's got magnetic iron armor. You can see everyone's MC skill, where possible, is around the 70 mark. The only one who's let down a bit is Una. But we've got more than enough here. Now believe it or not, folks, the only way we are going to win this war is to tackle the aliens at their source. That means going to T'Leth. Without further ado, let's end this. So if you could hear me drinking then, I've got a can of Coke. So I believe that's T'Leth actually rising from the depths. We are entering the unknown. From here on in, there could be anything waiting for us. We know there are 2 further levels to the alien city, and your squad must race to the exit on this level to enter the next. Place all aquanauts on the exit and click the abort mission icon to advance. Aborting elsewhere will terminate the mission. Now we're going to have to stock everyone here because my team has changed significantly since the old days. I have quite a few melee people now, because I've learned that a good squad is built up of basically a few heavy sonic cannons, few disruptors, sorry. Basically, my team is a lot different to how it used to be, folks, that's all I meant. Because I've understood that with the combination of mind control, melee attacks, high explosives, i.e. with the disruptor launchers, we've got a comfortable chance of knocking out any base we're up against. But then again, the base we're playing against now isn't any base. Now I've packed as many I think I've got about 31 disruptor ammo on board. I have just packed it absolutely to the brim. Right, so in general, our team is now equipped. Now, the big levels, like Rodrigo, you carry 3 in your backpack. Alfredo, you do the same. I'm going to try and split these up a bit actually, because it might be a bit heavy for a lot of them. I've leveled people up as much as possible as I can with their MC skill, because that's what we need for this fight. Okay, so I've got 3 that I need to find a place for. I'll have to go with my sort of higher ranking people, because I don't think a few more low levels I don't think will have efficient strength to like carry everything. Oh boy. Okay. Viewers, friends, countrymen, fellow XCOM soldiers. This is the final battle. You have been chosen to lead the final attack on the aliens' home turf. Thankfully, this level is set out very, very similar to how the old game was. Now, that gives us an advantage. Because it's set out how it is, we can really take our time. Now you see Alfredo, he ain't got enough strength really to carry everything. Yeah, he's struggling there, is Alfredo. I imagine quite a few. Yeah, I see Uta is as well. But we've got to get those disruptor rounds down to the lower levels. Anyway, sorry, as I was saying, now because of the way this level is set up, it means we only have to explore what we want to. We're not set off. We don't end up in really weird places. So, without further ado, into the base we go. Now it's a little bit scary that I can't see anybody yet, any aliens.